We've never actually asked anybody this, and since you can see us, I mean, we don't have ring lights. How is our lighting reasonable here? Nobody's ever given us a
Yeah, your lighting is good. I'm in like a dark kitchen, and there's something else I do that I use a ring light for, and I'm like, it actually makes a good lamp. Because it's bright, and you can have different like tones to it.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
Like, so... Look, I'm going warm for grocery store, but I could roll the dice. I could go icy cold.
I feel like grocery stores have cold lighting, but also don't do that. Don't do that for us.
Yes.
Really? Are you sure? I have a new dog, so I'm like trying to make sure my dog doesn't get into off limits.
I saw your dog on Instagram. Tell us about them, him or her.
I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. I don't want to misgender your sweet pup.
Have we officially begun?
Yeah.
That's cool. We'd love to hear about your dog. We have done a lot of dog talk on this podcast.
Oh,
we're both dog owners.
Well, I have a tale to tell.
Okay.
So I've been looking for a while, and I was actually dog sitting a lot for my friend, and I found that when I would go home, I was like really sad and like, oh, I can't wait to see the dogs again. And I thought, why can't I get one? You know? Mm-hmm. Let it into your own life. So I got the dog. I drove to Anaheim.
Okay.
My friend was like, are you going to stop at Disney, pick up some merch, perhaps?
You're adopting Goofy.
Yeah. So I got the dog. The foster family was so sad to say goodbye to her. I brought her home, and the first night that I had her, I didn't know you have to put the harness on. So I took her out to go to the bathroom and buy her collar, and she did one of those shakes.
Oh, no.
And the collar came off, and I lunged toward her, like I dove. And she bolted down the street. So I lost her within hours.
Oh, my gosh.
No. In a completely brand new location for her.
Yeah, like she doesn't know me. She doesn't know what I smell like.
Uh-huh.
And I was running through the streets like, has anyone? Just crazy in my pajamas. And people saw her. They said, oh, she went that way. She went that way for a few blocks. This went on that people said they'd seen her like at bars and stuff like that.
She's popping in for a shot.
Exactly.
But you found her.
So finally in the middle of the night, okay. I didn't know what to do. I feel really bad that I did this, but I called 988. I didn't know who to talk to, and I was crying. Mm-hmm. And I said, if anyone is calling with a bigger emergency than this, please take their call. I'm not suicidal. I just don't know who to talk to. It was like 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can't believe I did this. I ruined please don't cancel me, whoever's listening, for using the 988 hotline. But I did tell them if someone else needs you, hang up on me immediately. And they said, do you have anything that you could put outside that smells like you? And I said, well, she doesn't know my smell, but I had a blanket of hers that the foster people had given me. Mm-hmm. I put that out, and I woke up randomly at 4 a.m. and I was like, I'm just going to go see if she's there. And she was shivering on my doorstep.
Wow. Well,
and
I'm glad. Yeah.
And I opened the door and I go, Rumi. And then she ran. I go, no. And I had a treat, and I slowly lured her into my apartment.
Oh, you got her.
I know. So the other thing is, I thought she was 6 years old. And then I think that they may have lied a little bit about her age.
She's older?
Yeah, I think 6 is her Hollywood age for sure. It's okay. She's around responding. I think she might be a solid 10.
When did you get the dog?
We made it official on Valentine's Day.
Aww.
And I picked her up on all of our favorite holidays, Super Bowl Sunday.
Got to be a terrible time for the dog to get loose, I would say.
Valentine's Day?
Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, right. Yes.
Lots of people hooting, hollering, shooting guns into the air when
Oh my gosh. I hadn't even taken that into consideration. Like drunk drivers.
What I'm trying to think of a football team. Is Pacers a football team? Indiana Pacers fans shooting their gun into the air?
Not a football
Not
team.
Pacers.
But it's a good try.
Okay, I gave it my go. I'm not such a sports guy.
Yeah.
Do you guys both have dogs too?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
When I first got my dog, and we got her about 5 years ago. So we got her on like the shelter on the side of the highway in a town called Apple Valley. If you're in Joshua Tree and you just drive like an hour north, take Old Woman Springs Road all the way up, and it's a funky little rescue. It's called Beagles and Buddies, and it was in the pandemic. They said, hey, this dog, it's a puppy, so it's like extra money, and I'm like, perfect, let's get this dog. And then like what happened with you, they hand you a dog, and I'm like, oh, what do I do with a dog?
Yeah.
I have no clue what to do with a damn dog. They gave us to her like a little tiny collar and like a leash. And I was taking her to my car on the side of the highway, and she just immediately wriggled out of my arms and out of the leash and like
The same
bolted.
thing.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I just paid a huge amount of money for this dog, and it's my first dog, and it's going to run into traffic, and that's it. We were able to catch her. We still have her.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as harrowing as your experience, but I had that same like, you feel like you're sinking when that happens, when you lose the dog.
Like, how am I supposed to go 10 years if I can't 3 hours? What kind of dog did you get?
I call her like a purebred desert mutt. She's like a little yellow thing, like scruffer, and I think she's a like a reindeer Chihuahua. I've seen her called that kind of type of dog before. She got some dachshund in her.
Do you think she looks like you a little bit?
Adam could maybe speak to that. Maybe more my partner than me. Like I'm a bit scruffy.
Yeah, your hair is a little scruffy. She's got some scruff energy, but also like the kind of wire. She's a little wired in a way that I think is similar.
Yeah, we've got high anxiety.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. I know I just met you, but we're talking bathrooms today, so I'm gonna bring the conversation down a little bit right now. To the level of the bathroom talk that we're going to be having. I got my dog. They said she was 6 months. I still believe that she's 6 months. But the first time we took her to a dog park, a lady at the dog park said, that dog is not 6 months. That's an old dog that they sold you. And I didn't ever consider that to be a possibility, and it made me super paranoid.
Yeah.
And she didn't grow. Like, we got her at 6 months. She was pretty fully grown. Maybe she like grew like a teeny tiny little bit. But she didn't grow, so I'm like, maybe she is old. I have noticed that in the 5 years we've had her, she used to have a fresh puppy asshole. And in the 5 years that we have had her, it has since, like, you can tell that she's put some work on her little sphincter there. You can see the age of the sphincter.
That's not. I thought you were going to talk about her hair or something. That's not what I expected.
What do you mean,
go
like
with
it's stained or?
Yeah, it used to be, a lot fresher looking, a lot more youthful, and you can see the age that has been put on it. You can say that it used to be the asshole of a puppy, and now it is the asshole of a 5-year-old, middle-aged, little tiny dog, psychotic dog. So,
Gingerbread Man down, clean up on aisle podcast.
Welcome to the show. This is Clean Up on Aisle podcast. I'm your host, Jef Harmatz, joined as always by your other host, Adam Fligsten. We're doing the dirty truth on grocery stores. That's what we call this show.
Yeah.
And this is going to be maybe one of the dirtiest episodes. We're joined today by Lizzy Cooperman. Hello, Lizzy.
It's my distinct honor to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Adam, we're going to have to flag your dog stuff for follow-up, okay? Because I don't want...
Yeah. Let's do it. How's your dog's asshole, Adam?
Well, I actually spent a lot of time looking at my dog's asshole. This is embarrassing, but it's the number. He's a puppy, and he hasn't learned how to tell me that he has to use the bathroom. So, like, that's the tell. Is if I start to see something changing, it's like the beginning of Alien when something pops out, then I know something's coming. So yeah, so I spend more time looking at it than I care. I guess I just admit it, but
Do you have like a jeweler's loop? You really get in there and like
no. Yeah, he's very cute. I just got him about maybe 4 months ago, and
Okay, so we're kind of in the same on the same planet a little bit.
Yeah.
Except, why did you choose to get a puppy? I'm curious.
I sort of didn't know completely what I was getting into.
Right.
B, he was super, super cute on the Pet Finder, rescue Pet
Oh, good.
Finder.
I'm glad you got him on Pet
Yeah.
Finder.
And then C, I liked the idea of like training and like, from the beginning, like who knows who had him and how and I didn't want him to be scared of humans or anything like that. So I liked the idea of raising him in a safe feeling environment and feeling confident about that. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Why did you avoid getting a puppy, Lizzy?
I don't want to train a dog, and I'm also scared of commitment. So even when I found out and someone was like, oh no, that dog's 12, I was like, okay, that's okay. I'm okay with just having the experience and moving on, I guess. I also live by myself. Like, I'm a single person, and it's a lot of just me. And that's part of the reason I got a dog, is I was like, I've got to switch up this energy. There's something about living alone for a really long time that just feels at a certain point a little unhealthy.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to change the energy in my life, I guess. So this girl, her description said she doesn't bark. She's really well behaved. She was living on the streets of Mexico. She has had 2 kids. She's a single mother, juggling.
No, she can have it all, though.
She can?
She can. Yeah, she sure can.
Except her kids.
A friend of mine described when we got our dog in my house. He said it's so fun having another little personality in the house. It does change the dynamic. It does what you said, Lizzy, change the energy in the house for sure.
Yes.
Have you found that to be the case?
I love it so far. Yeah, she's so sweet. I have no complaints. I already feel like my life is better with her in it. Yeah, I didn't realize I would feel this way. I thought at a certain point I'd be like, I have to take her out again, but I'm feeling like I can't wait to see her when I'm out.
The first day or two that I had my dog, there was a moment where I was like, oh man, you're like a thing. You have personality, and you're like a little dude that's now living with me. And that was a weird shock, but now I really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that too, where I thought, I'm not going to do this. After the running away thing, I thought, you know what? It's not for me. That's fine. It'll just be me and my ring light.
Different colors.
Yeah, different colors. We can change the mood, and I control the mood. My ring light is darky.
So I didn't know. Look, I'm a real old school guy. I'm not super into technology or whatever. My partner sends me out to get light bulbs, and I'd say more than half the time I'm coming back with the wrong color of light bulb. So to see that the ring light can switch between the 3 colors of light bulb is pretty interesting to me. Maybe that would save me a trip to Home Depot. Do you use it that much? Do you switch between the flavors of light?
I don't switch the flavors. I find that because I have kind of a lavender skin tone, I do need to often use the warm. My natural skin color is eggplant. No.
Yeah. Could have fooled me. I mean, I don't know these colors. It's yeah. They have things at Home Depot, light bulbs that you can just change the color.
But aren't that more expensive? I know for a ring light, you buy the one ring light, it shows up, and then you can set it to match the rest of your house or whatever. I just have regular sockets for light bulbs in my house.
They have them for regular. So I just bought them. They're cheap, but they also kind of, the light sort of feels sort of cheap.
Oh,
but
okay.
I just bought a box of them.
Okay.
Of AI, are they AI light bulbs?
No. But you can flip the
I have
switch.
those in my room too.
Oh, where you change it on your phone?
Yeah, my friend got me those for my birthday, and one is like hell. Okay, I guess I'm in. One is called cozy, which I think is kind of the grossest word ever. But there's cozy. It kind of looks like melted butter or something like that.
Light bulb. Hey, light bulb. Turn like butter melting, please.
Yes, exactly.
Do you like shout at your light bulb as though it was a Siri?
I don't know if I can do that. I don't have Siri. I think the light bulbs are the most technical. I just got a Roku. I didn't know that like TV was available to me all the time.
Have you been adjusting the bunny ears lately? Is that like you're like hitting the TV trying to get signal like Steve Buscemi and Fargo, I guess?
One of my favorite movies.
I love that movie so much.
Yeah, you can't get. If only he had a Roku, he could have not got shot by the Swedish guy. They would have had something to do with each other.
That movie, actually, I grew up in Minnesota, and the Denny's that they go to is like the Denny's we would go to after school plays. You know, our little cast would go get mozzarella sticks at Denny's.
Refresh my memory. Was it Steve Buscemi and the other guy that went to Denny's, or what was the Denny's scene?
The Denny's scene is the two sex workers that they pick up and they go interview them. They're like, oh yeah, there was a little guy or whatever. Looking like
in a general sort of way. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that movie. I was talking to my therapist. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sort of round out this story, but she was talking about positive role models that I can aspire or something like that. And I said, Frances McDormand from Fargo is, like, in my opinion, one of the strongest, like, cool, best characters ever written. I don't know. I love it. Yeah. She's like, so she's kind. She is super sweet to her husband. She gets her job done without like making a big fuss about it. She's fucking pregnant in that movie. It's nuts. It's nuts. I love that movie.
I do too. And you know what? It doesn't take place in Fargo also. And I met one of the producers of the movie and asked why that was. And she said, oh, we didn't want to call it Blaine or Duluth or wherever it was, like the wood chipper. Like they just liked the name the sound of Fargo better.
How far or did you live like in that area, or how close to the
You know the scene with the dad, like Tom Wade, or I think his name is Wade, and then his William H. Macy's wife Janine or something like that. That house that she's in the beginning watching this show, she was watching some TV show that I used to watch all the time with the same host that it used to be. Like, it was just everything about that house was exactly how things looked in Minnesota. And when they go to White Bear Lake, like that's where I started comedy, was at a Best Western in White Bear Lake. And I think they're in White Bear Lake for part of it. So driving down the highway, I'm like, there's my exit, as they're driving. So it was very much like I was having a lot of kind of visceral reactions while watching it.
Love that.
I'm like, that's my highway.
I'm from Long Beach, California, and the only time that Long Beach ever shows up in movies is when people are doing like crimes or heists or like post-heist in Reservoir Dogs where they all shoot each other in the warehouse. Like, it's all nasty port stuff. But I guess Fargo doesn't paint the most picturesque version of Minnesota either.
Right. Those snowy parking lots, though, are very real.
On top of buildings, yeah.
Yeah, and just like, I worked at the Mall of America when it was freezing cold out. I started doing comedy at the Mall of America, actually, at a Knuckleheads, which was the comedy club on the 4th floor across from Gators nightclub and to Hooters.
What outside of comedy, what job did you have at the Mall of America?
Well, okay, so I would host at Knuckleheads, and during the day, I worked at a store called Arden B, which was a clothing store downstairs. So I would go there in the morning, work at Arden B, and then go upstairs and host the shows at Knuckleheads and be like, "Are you guys ready for live comedy?" Well, when they would book me,
Did you have to pass out flyers? You know, when in New York, when you have to get people to come in you know what I'm talking
The
about?
bringer.
Yeah, yeah.
Minnesota was different back then, like, and especially back then, it was like Acme Comedy Company, which is a great club that I also started out at, and Knuckleheads. And those were the two. And it was just like, when you're good enough, you can host. Like, people in the scene just get to know you. You start out doing 7 minutes up top and bringing up the other acts. And we didn't have to do that. So by the time I moved to New York before LA, and I got passed to perform at a club, so I never had to do that
Nice.
bringer lifestyle. I know, I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know. So again, as I said, I'm from Southern California, and the concept of like a nightclub in a mall
Yeah.
is not something that I grew up with. I know Mall of America is the biggest mall in America, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And I
Not only in Canada, like in Edmonton or something. Is that right? Yeah.
but when I was in India, like a lot of the malls had nightclubs on like the third floor. And you describing the Mall of America having like not just a comedy club, but also like said it was like Gators, the nightclub where people would like, go party and, get bottle service and stuff. Is that a Midwest thing to have the nightclub in the mall?
I think that's a great question. In terms of it being a nightclub, I don't think it was that upscale. I think maybe it was called Alligators. It was either Alligators or Gators. But look, they're not going to sue me. What if they heard it? They're like, calling us Gators. But I do think there was kind of more of like a strip mall. Well, I guess LA has a pretty great strip mall culture too. There's some great bars like in strip malls here, even like Rustic and stuff like that.
But like just going into a mall at like 11 o'clock at night because like I'm gonna go sing karaoke or I'm gonna go see like a comedy show. That's something I'm kind of unfamiliar with. And we have malls where I grew up. Like I think Lakewood by where I grew up is like maybe one of the first malls in America, but it's only one story and they keep the seedier stuff out of it for family reasons or whatever.
I think comedy clubs and malls are pretty popular. Like there's one in Irvine. Irvine Improv is like kind of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I can think of a few other places I've done on the road where I'm dragging my giant keyboard past an Auntie Anne's pretzel. Yeah.
Well, speaking of like what's up in Minnesota, this is a great time for us to find out what are Minnesota grocery stores like?
I have not been back in quite some time, but I do think they should win the Nobel Peace Prize. They're up for it. Minnesota is.
Okay, really?
Yeah, because everything that happened this year with ICE and everything.
Okay, I had not heard of it. Is that when was that announced? I'm not up on my Nobel Peace Prizes.
The state itself is nominated?
Yeah. The Minnesota is nominated for a Peace Prize this year.
Okay.
It might be the city of Minneapolis. We need to get some fact checkers on this.
I mean, there's definitely people there that deserve it.
Yeah.
It's strange. There's also people that maybe don't deserve it. So it's strange to have the whole city or state.
Yeah.
Who accepts it? Paul Bunyan and his Blue Ox Babe?
That is so funny. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what even is. A cheese curd accepts it.
But yeah, I have to confess I'm not keeping up with my Nobel Prize stuff.
Yeah.
But rooting for him. And maybe Steve Buscemi can bury it in the snow alongside a chicken wire fence. But just growing up and like what were your memories of grocery stores like in Minnesota?
I didn't go a lot with my mom. I think she went when I was at school. I have more memories of my mom bringing the groceries in we had a station wagon. Being like, Mom's home, or help me with the groceries. I think I would have been annoying in a grocery store My mom also was a smoker, and she had a really bad cough. And I think about a lot of my shopping experience with my mom of losing her, and then we would find her based on where the cough was coming from.
Wow.
We'd be like, "Oh, mom's by the pickles." So
That's a scary feeling that everybody has as a kid. So at least you had, something to guide you.
a tracking device.
Yeah.
Getting lost in the grocery store or the
Just getting
constant cough?
Yeah, the getting lost and not being able to find.
Yeah.
But you had it. You had tracking. Yeah.
Yeah. And we had one really nice grocery store called Byerly's. Do you guys know It had carpet.
Okay, we just did an episode on floor tiling, and the carpet in the grocery store seems really strange. Like, that felt normal to you as a kid, though?
It was so nice. I mean, I don't really think my family shopped at Byerly's. I think that was very much like an upper class grocery store. Much respect to my neighbors from New Hope, Minnesota. We had a great 7-Eleven. We had a water tower and not much else. A nearby lake. We had a nearby lake. And land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota. Land of over 10,000 lakes.
Did you spend a lot of time in swimming holes as a teen?
I spent a lot of time taking my friend. My friend had a boat rental on Medicine Lake. Her aunt had a boat rental. So we used to go out on the boat and be bad. We would huff Scotch Guard and smoke cigarettes.
Cool.
And then we'd be like, we're high. And then we would wash our hair in the lake. And I don't know we were just looking for stuff to do, I think,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to be. I did. You got to be bad at a certain smoke
Okay,
cigarettes.
Desiree. I listen as my day unfolds.
I was never bad. I was always good. I was a very good boy.
Wait, do you guys know that reference, by the way?
Which one?
Desiree.
Yeah, I do.
I do not.
Okay. I felt like it maybe landed with one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got to check out Desiree. You're going to love her.
Does she do the song, You Gotta Be Bad, You Gotta Be Good? Okay. I do know that.
Be good.
Wait, how does it go? Is that not it?
Mine, Desiree.
Yeah, that would be negating the first statement.
Look, some of these songs, they kind of, throw the oxymoronic phrases at you to try and make you think and ponder. What is it? You got to be bad. You got to be strong. You got to be.
You got to be bad. You got to be bold. You got to be something.
Wiser.
You got to be wiser.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Listen as your day unfolds and challenge what the future holds.
Yeah, okay, I see. Perfect.
So all those things.
That would be a fun song to do at karaoke.
I think so.
I feel like it would be a low bar. Like it wouldn't be that hard. But famous last words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get the Scotch Guard from? A grocery store or like the mall?
7-Eleven.
My parents' house.
Okay. I gotta ask, like, can you tell that Byerly's is fancy? Because, like, I want to go back to this carpet because we've been kind of dancing around the topic of carpet in a grocery store. Did you ever go to a Byerly's and experience it yourself?
Yes, because Byerly's also had a little coffee shop diner that we would go to. And we would say, let's go do our homework at Byerly's. And we would go there. I'm sure the wait staff hated us. We would go there and have coffee and smoke because we could smoke back then, and we would do our homework. Would we? I don't know. We would say we were doing our homework at Byerly's, and they were open late too. So a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, I ran into so-and-so at Byerly's last night, Like it was kind of like the alternative kids go to Byerly's or something. I don't know. Like you would never see like a football player drinking coffee at Byerly's. You would see like a bass player or like someone like who was listening to Fugazi or like Depeche Mode or something at Byerly's.
Yeah. Did it feel like you were in a supermarket, or was it demarcated enough that you kind of were just in a restaurant?
I actually don't remember. I wish I knew. I remember the diner was to the left and the grocery store was to the right. And I'm also Jewish, and they had the best selection of Jewish kosher stuff.
All the Manischewitz flavors.
Pretty anti-Semitic to mark it up for the Jews. About our economic status.
So, like, when did you start going to a grocery store? Was this like after you left your parents' house, or did you go more like in your teens? Like, what were your first grocery store experiences like?
I feel like because I didn't really learn to cook or anything when I was little. I'm a youngest child, so I just kind of was forgotten. No. But I didn't really learn. And so I think that when I would go to a grocery store in the beginning, I'd just be like, oh, I get things that are in cans. Because I know how to make that. So like anything, ramen noodles. And then as time went on, like I had a roommate where I was like, you're actually making spaghetti? Like that's the easiest thing to make, but it just didn't occur to me that I could like elevate from ramen to spaghetti.
It feels like spaghetti is just like one step above can.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
the beans are in the can in water, and then you put the spaghetti into the water. It's
I think it goes SpaghettiOs, then spaghetti. Maybe it's SpaghettiOs, spaghetti, and then it goes, oh, I care about which sauce I'm using.
Not the SpaghettiO sauce.
Yeah.
Right. Or like macaroni and cheese, like even that is like, okay, I've got to pay attention to these instructions here. And then find out if I'm allowed to use margarine instead of butter. I better do this to a T. All right.
So,
Oh my God, you're going to have to flag this. Bleep it out.
never.
No.
Hey,
No,
I don't swear. And I have so many child fans.
I don't know if I'm assuming you're kidding, but we would.
if you want us to, we can bleep that out.
Yeah.
As part of my day job, I talk to little kids all the time, and I do a morning show here, and we keep it really clean, and like kids call in. But when we do this podcast, and again, for the topic at hand, there's going to be some nasty stuff that we're going to be on.
We've already talked about dog buttholes.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wait, you host a show for kids?
It's not for kids, but it's like just a morning show in the Joshua Tree area on the radio, and we do a kids quiz every day. So kids call in. We talk with the elementary school kid every day. They answer a kid-friendly question and win a prize, win a free milkshake.
You guys live in Joshua Tree?
Yes.
No, not to blow Jeff's spot up, but this is basically the main source of information in this area, and Jef is the morning guy. So a lot of people listen to him.
Yeah. I do genuinely get recognized by children at the grocery store.
That is so cool.
I have to dress nice. I can't be like looking like a bum. I have to like, be wearing a collar. I can't be in my gym clothes. I can't be sweaty and nasty in a filthy hoodie,
That's amazing. Wow.
So Lizzy, so you're out of the house. Are you living still in Minnesota, or I know you said you were in New York? Like, where are you first starting to shop for yourself?
Well, I was in a relationship after college, and I moved back to Minnesota for a short time with a guy who was really into the grill. And his thing was, I put a bunch of vegetables in tinfoil and I put those like in oil on the grill or something. And I gained so much weight that year. And I think it was just like oil and potatoes and like we grill, like a grilling lifestyle, the omelet. Like he just got really into cooking and stuff. And even then, I think he was the one going to the store. Because I'm still actually not really at farmer's market level. Like that's a different level for me.
So you've graduated to about Trader Joe's level that you're comfortable. Yeah.
I dip into Sprouts a little bit because I live really close to a Sprouts. But even then, it's like I'm getting a tomato. I'm not getting like, $20 thing of tinned fish and a rare lemon or melon. I mean, like,
Okay.
I don't really think about like, I'm not terribly adventurous when I'm on my own.
We did, Adam, you were just in my house for a tinned fish party, actually, a conservis party the other night.
I had never heard that term.
Yeah, the conservis. But that's where you get the, Spanish, like, smoked mussels and things like that and serve it out of the little tin with the teeny forks.
Have you tried the Trader Joe's smoked trout?
I have not. Does it come in a tin?
It is so good. Yes.
Okay.
And that.
So where we are, we're quite far from a Trader Joe's, actually. Like, we're about, the closest one is in Palm Springs and Cathedral City, technically.
You were just there.
Yeah, but for me, I moved away. I used to live in Los Angeles, and I was in Silver Lake, and I'd go to the Trader Joe's in Silver Lake all the time. I'm a guy that goes to the grocery store once or twice a day. And so I would go to get lunch stuff at Trader Joe's, and I'd go to like the Whole Foods or the Vons in Echo Park for dinner stuff. And I loved going to the Trader Joe's, but when I moved away from a Trader Joe's and it's like, oh, I'm at Trader Joe's, I'll go there for like my monthly needs. Like, what do I need from Trader Joe's for a month? I kind of realized I don't need anything from Trader Joe's. It's all like extra stuff. It's all bonus at Trader Joe's. Like, there's nothing essential.
Snacks, lots of snacks.
Well, their produce leaves something to be desired.
Mm-hmm.
The bananas, which I know I didn't choose as my topic, but
We can still talk about them.
Okay. What if you were like, do not touch the banana? Now, if I buy a banana at Trader Joe's, I have to get the organic one because the basic bananas, I'm like, when were these brought in? They're dying on the vine.
Mm-hmm.
So you graduated to organic.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Only for bananas.
Okay.
And it's a matter of cents. Like with a banana, it's a matter of a quarter or something, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. It's like 39 cents for an organic banana, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How often are you shopping? Do you go once a day? Do you go once a week?
I love it. Every couple days, I find it extremely stabilizing. I actually am trying to write a joke right now because before Target became like pro ice or whatever. Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's insane.
This is the world that we're living. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was doing some grocery shopping at Target, and I was like, I'm not buying tomatoes that have been next to socks. I don't like that. That mixing of products there. It bothers me.
I always joke that when you go to like a Walmart, and like stores like Walmart and Target are definitely making inroads into like grocery store spaces these days. But exactly like you said, I don't want to go to a place where I can get a car battery and a chain and, socks, as you said, and then also get like a cannellini beans and some tofu. Yeah, it's gross.
It's unsettling to me. And because one time I did have socks and tomatoes in my cart, and I was like, this feels wrong to me.
Yeah, I'm going to get a PlayStation and cucumbers. I had just two things. I'll go the 10 items or less, PlayStation and cucumbers.
Yeah, it's so weird to me. So I'm trying to cut out Target. I haven't gone there in a while, but yeah, so I usually go to Trader Joe's, I'd say once every 2 days. And what I get at Sprouts, though, is also, do you know the Taylor salad mini kit thing?
I know Taylor salad stuff. Is it in a bag or is it in like a clear crystal package?
It is in a clear package, and it's like an individual salad. Mm-hmm. This is so like, I'm single, so of course I eat a Celeste pizza for one or whatever. Celeste must have been a lonely lady. I feel like there's so many comedians doing like grocery shopping when they're single. But I do get the mini like salad kit, and then But they have a really good deal on at Sprouts, the mini salad kit. So I get those, and those are usually my lunch, is like the mini salad kit, and then I add tomato. Or I'll add a little fish to it because I'm pescatarian, so I'll add like tin fish or something.
I was a big clear. I mean, that's what I would get from Trader Joe's. I was a big fan of their, clear plastic salads, which I loved, and to this day, I'm trying to make salads from scratch a little bit more often. I don't know how to make salad dressing, but my partner makes great salads, and so I'll ask her to make me like a week's worth of salad dressing on Sunday night, and she will. But I've been getting the big bag ones, and like I go to the grocery store, I get the like the Caesar salad kit, and I'll get like a fried chicken breast and an avocado, and just like take it back to work and like make a huge mess in our break room at the radio station, and just like slice all that stuff up and throw it all together. So like, I do enjoy a salad kit still to this day.
I love a salad kit. That's my number one. I'm also a big fan of the riced cauliflower. That's frozen at Trader Joe's. And this might be my original recipe, but this is one of my favorite breakfasts, and it's so healthy. Riced cauliflower, I heat it, and then I put a poached egg on top and a sprinkle of cheese, salt, and pepper. It's so good.
Cauliflower for breakfast is an underrated dish. We're big fans of Los Feliz' own Little Dom's restaurant.
Yes.
And they have a riced cauliflower dish on the menu that I think I got the last time I was in LA, and it's sensational. And you wouldn't think like riced cauliflower for breakfast, huh? But it rocks. So Lizzy, I think you're on to something there.
Okay, because I was like, I wonder what this would be. I was in my science lab just conducting.
What do you eat when you're on the road? Do you just eat at restaurants, or do you ever...
I love to eat bad, like not bad, but like unhealthy comedy club food. It depends if I'm with someone, if like they want to go out to eat, but I love being like after my set or before my set, depending on where I am in the lineup. I love to get either a veggie burger, fries. I like to do that. And I when I go out to eat, I let myself go because I don't eat out a lot, so I just get whatever I want.
Hell yeah.
And I had always heard, I've never traveled for work or anything that much, but like when you're vegetarian or pescatarian, eating on the road can be challenging, like finding places that aren't just doing hamburgers and bacon.
Sometimes I'm really surprised, actually. I went and had dinner with my friend at his hotel the other night, and I thought there's really nothing on here except for like a $50 branzino.
Wow. And that sounds good, though.
Yeah. Even the fish thing, I'm starting to question. But yeah, sometimes, but usually someone has there's a salmon with some lemon, which is nice, vegetables. But that's like when I'm wanting to be healthy. And I think that mercury is something to think about.
Yeah.
I hear it's in retrograde.
It is, actually.
Yes. So I've been thinking about it a lot myself.
You have?
I mean, to transition into the topic at hand, and I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little uncomfortable with the topic, but I'm down to go all dirty and nasty with it.
Because you've been trained to not go scatological, or just in general?
Just in general. I'm always a little bit shy about this stuff.
All right.
But we're talking bathrooms here on the podcast today. And what's like when you are traveling, before we even get in any grocery store bathroom type stuff, how is when you're on the road, what's the bathroom scene like? You've talked about the restaurant. What about the other end of it?
I honestly don't do the road that much these days, but I feel like it's the same everywhere. But I feel like there need to be more just public bathrooms that are well attended. Mm-hmm. It is so sad to me that people have to sneak into Starbucks and stuff like that to use the restroom. I feel very aware of it. I don't know if they're allowed to do that anymore. There may have been a change because now they have the code, right?
I think sometimes they used to have a code. So I worked at a Starbucks for one summer in college, and I think I had to clean the bathroom a little bit, but I think I was more of an opener than I was a closer. And bathroom cleaning, like coffee, is for closers. So I didn't get too much opportunity to really get in there and find out what was going on. But when our time in New York, Adam and I lived in New York together for a while, and we were in Brooklyn. But anytime you would spend the day in Manhattan, I mean, Starbucks was where you would use the bathroom. I mean, I think people tolerated the fact that Starbucks took over Manhattan because at least, hey, they got bathrooms. It's like, sure, put another Starbucks next to that Starbucks, less of a bathroom line for the other Starbucks that is next to,
Yeah.
Well, Jef, I don't know if you remember, I was the janitor at Barnes & Noble in Park Slope, which was basically the public bathroom for that, for many surrounding blocks. I was the person cleaning it up.
Yes.
So I know a lot about this. And no, it's not a grocery store, but I mean, whatever. People got to use the bathroom as long as you are there relatively frequently. It's not that bad, but but there were some incidents that I don't need to get into. There every now and then something real.
Full transparency, and I kind of can't believe that you had that job because I feel like I'm so connected to Barnes and Noble bathroom. I feel like I've really taken advantage. So shout out to Barnes and Noble. First things first.
Yes.
But even when you guys emailed me the thing, I was like, I think I want to talk about bathrooms, but I don't like bathroom humor. Which, by the way, it's welcome. Obviously, that's what and I thought, do I want my name next to something that says bathroom? My name, like Lizzy Cooperman, bathroom. I don't know if my nervous system can. I don't know if the sewage system of my nervous system can crush that concept.
We could. Oh well, it's going to say grocery store in front of it.
Yeah, grocery store, bathrooms, and then Lizzy. And then
grocery store squirrel.
All right, I've got to ask, since you've got the first hand, you said that there were some fiascos. We'll just touch on it lightly, but what was the biggest fiasco you saw at the Barnes & Noble Brooklyn bathroom?
It was basically the only place that a lot of unhoused people could use the bathroom. And there was a gentleman who missed the toilet and it went everywhere. And I had to clean it up.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yikes.
Missed it with his front or his back?
With his back, and missed it by about 5 feet. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I guess this is good for everybody to know. As a more seasoned dog owner than the both of y'all, like, I've been with my partner for we're 15 years now. We got our dog when we had been together for 10 years.
Wow.
And I'm a bit of a prude. I'm not one to discuss bathroom functions with her or too much of anybody else. I mean, we did an episode, Adam, with Beth Allen, where we were talking about how I don't even want anybody to catch me walking out of the grocery store with toilet paper.
Oh, right.
I'm that kind of a guy. I'm like,
I respect that.
We get our toilet paper delivered now, but so no one can see the postal person knows that I'm using the toilet, but nobody else outside of my household does. Nobody says,
associating you. It's like the association.
It's like Glenn Danzig with his kitty litter. Yeah, his cat's got a shit, but it really, that image sticks with you when you see him walking around with the pouch like that. I don't want somebody to say, even before I was a person of who's known around town, I don't want any of my friends to see me walking around with a 12 of toilet paper, being like, there's that guy. He's going home to do some business with that toilet paper. It's embarrassing.
Oh, he needs 12? That guy must really shit.
Well, you need to become known for TPing houses.
There you go. Oh, this isn't for me. This is for somebody else's house. Don't worry about it.
This is for my 5th grade teacher.
But since we've gotten the dog, there's a lot more shit talk around between me and my partner. You got to say, "Oh, did the dog poop?" You have to discuss a different creature's bowel movements a lot. So I think both of you will become more acclimated to picking up somebody else's shit. And,
I feel like there's a sexy way around this. Maybe you have like an automatic voice that you just, when you come home, press a button, it goes 1 or 2. Like, a very objective, bold, borderline sexy.
What is it about?
Gator's voice.
Yeah.
Saying 1 or 2, so you don't even have to say it.
I mean, we were starting out saying, oh, did she do 1s or 2s or did she do it both? And then, now it's like, oh man, she just did a huge shit in the yard. Like, it's kind of broken some barriers in our relationship a little bit. Like we speak a little bit more freely with each other now.
Like your dog's a DJ. Was she on the 1s or the 2s?
We're gonna give her a little Skrillex haircut, shave the side of her head. I don't know. You guys have dogs. You're cleaning up somebody else's shit. I mean, Adam, welcome back to the only game in town cleaning up somebody else's shit.
Yeah. I've gotten better at it because my dog is now more potty trained than ever, which means that he's going where he's supposed to, but I also need to pay, like on the street. So, yeah, I've gotten better at it. It used to really gross me out, and now I'm okay with it.
My dog's shit is so small and it's almost cute. Like it doesn't look like shit.
It comes out like little heart shapes.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day dog. So.
And it's red. Is that
bad? Yeah. Well, okay. I want to ask you, obviously, Lizzy, you wanted to talk maybe more about the politics of bathrooms than the actual bathroom spaces. And I agree with you, but like, I will say, just for me personally, and maybe we can jump off from here, like, Starbucks was the bathrooms that we would use when we were living in New York. And since I've moved back to Southern California, I am a guy who is in grocery store bathrooms a lot. Like, they have become for me the safe haven of bathrooms in Southern California. Are y'all feeling the same way about it?
Yeah. I've gone in Trader Joe's. I feel like the worst one is maybe Ralph's.
Mm-hmm. Do you have to go back like past the freezer into the employee area?
Yes. I feel like the Ralph's I've gone to has a code. So you're like, oh, this must be a golden bathroom. Mm-hmm. And then you go in and it's like a golden shower bathroom.
So Ralph's it's part of Kroger, if I'm correct, and like that's a big national brand. I feel like Vons or Safeway, which is part of the bigger Safeway thing. It is these bigger chains that have, oh yeah, well we do have a bathroom, but you actually have to ask about it, and it's like you have to walk through some back doors, and somebody's got to give you a key code, and when you get there, it is gross and it is nasty. Where some of the other grocery stores that have more front-facing bathrooms, they do keep them tidier.
Yes.
The Whole Foods is the one that when I'm traveling, I know it'll be probably fine, and I will go to that one pretty frequently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whole Foods, I would give maybe a 7 or an 8. I've had not great Whole Foods.
Yeah. But no one's going to say anything. No, you're not going to need to talk your way through the game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Ever since Jeff Bezos replaced all the janitors with robot janitors, their bathrooms are just not as clean as they used to be.
Mine had a little Coco. Looking in there with the eyes. Oh my God, I feel like my glasses, I look like a Coco. So I also had a job for a couple of years where I had to drive to Santa Barbara to host this digital show. And so I was driving from LA to Santa Barbara. So immediately when I got there, I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. But I didn't want to like run into work. And sometimes I was a little early because I didn't want to be late. So I'd be like, I'll go to Sprouts. Mm-hmm. And whenever I did, I would make sure to tell them like, I'm going to use the restroom. Because after a while I knew the code. And I was like, and I swear I'm going to buy something. And they would say, oh, that's fine or whatever. And I never knew if they meant that's fine. Yes, please do buy something, or it's fine to not. Yeah.
Yeah, I have told people that I'm going to buy something and then I've snuck out the back door.
Oh my God.
Before. Oh yeah, for sure. But then I've also Starbucks like begrudgingly bought a seltzer water just because I want to be a good boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in a grocery store, like, even if you are a person who feels like you are obligated to buy something, you can use the bathroom at the grocery store and then grab a banana. And if it's organic, it will be 39 cents. And if it's not organic, it'll be 25 cents. And like, if you do have that like built-in obligation to make that purchase, a grocery store is like possibly the most inexpensive way to do that. It's like the safest place for it.
I mean, I don't know if you want to get into the politics. If you zoom out a little bit, I mean, that's horrible, right? We're living in a system that even 39 cents, you have to pay for literally the most basic thing that everybody does. Like, it's, that sucks that's where we are, but yeah.
I was just imagining, is there another way to go to the bathroom? What about a different kind of bathroom? I don't know.
I mean, even at beaches, and not in like California beaches, but I feel like East Coast beaches, like you got to like drop in a quarter or a dime to use the bathroom at the beach or whatever. I mean, again, I don't think you should have to pay to use the bathroom, but if you find yourself in that situation, if that's the place that you find yourself in, U.S.
Buy a
America,
banana.
circa 2026,
Yeah.
buying a banana is like, that's as fair of a trade as you're going to get, I would say.
Now, here's something else that I've wondered. Because are people buying groceries and then using the bathroom and bringing their groceries into the bathroom?
So I can weigh in. I'll give you guys my routine on this. And like I've long been a believer in the idea that grocery stores is the safe place to use the bathroom. If you are like out and about, you can always pop into a grocery store. There are certain grocery stores in our area that say they don't have public bathrooms, but if you ask, they'll let you use them. And like, so I go from Joshua Tree to Palm Springs every Tuesday. I've got like certain medical appointments, nothing like terrible. I go see my therapist. I get a few things done.
Is your therapist on Old Lady Road? Weren't you guys saying there's a road called Old Woman Road or something?
He lives right
Old
on
Woman Springs Road. Yes, that's that's the high desert.
Springs.
Yes.
Is that like an incontinence reference?
I don't know I think there was an actual spring that maybe was used by the older women of people. That's maybe what I had heard. But you will see some people pissing on Old Woman Springs Road as well. It's long and windy and treacherous, and people like to get up to nonsense on that highway.
Oh my God. Or like the first ever geriatric mattress for women. Okay.
But, well, I find myself...
That kind of stuck with me, so I felt like I needed to flag that.
Yes, I appreciate it.
You're correct. When he said that, I was like, "Oh, that's like Lizzie's not going to know this."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know, especially I'm dealing with ageism against my dog and very sensitive place right now.
But well, I'm bopping around in the Palm Springs Rancho Mirage area, which is like really nice and fancy, and I'll try and use the bathroom when I'm like at the hospital, or I don't love to ask my therapist, "Oh, can I use your bathroom?" Like, it's his house. It's not like an office. I'm like, it feels invasive when I use his bathroom. So like, I know the grocery stores in the area. Yes, yes, Lizzie.
You go to your therapist's house?
Yeah, I didn't
Yes.
know that either.
Oh, okay. Is that uncommon?
Yes.
It just seems like you shouldn't know that much about your therapist,
Okay.
Is there a
let
separate
alone their
entrance?
address.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I go through the front door. I ring the doorbell, and his dogs come and greet me. He's got his dogs there. He had to keep his dog. He got a new puppy who was a little jumpy on people during therapy sessions. So now he puts the dog in the bedroom when he has he has clients.
So you've seen his bedroom?
I've not seen his bedroom, but I have used his personal bathroom. I know what kind of toothpaste he uses.
Wow.
Is that
that's
too intimate?
It's too close for comfort,
Okay.
for sure.
I don't like to use his bathroom. It does feel invasive for that exact reason. So I know all the bathrooms to use, and like I do shop at these grocery stores, but they recognize me at these grocery stores now.
Okay.
Not because I'm from the radio, just because I'm there a lot.
As bathroom guy.
Yeah.
I do buy stuff. I do try to buy something, even if it's like a kombucha or something. But I'm usually trying to do a little bit of shopping while I'm down the hill. They have nicer groceries.
A bag of dates, ate them in the store. It's just it's the usual today. 3 dates.
I always get the basket so they know I'm going to buy something, but then I go straight to the bathroom and I just leave the empty basket outside of the bathroom so that if somebody steals my basket or unintentionally somebody left a basket here, I don't have to do my shopping again. Right?
Okay.
I love hearing a man say that I grabbed my basket. It's so sweet. It's kind of cool. Basket. I kind of like that.
Well, but yeah, how do you do it?
Like for a woman, for a girl, it feel that everything needs to be. Not that I need to put a gender on it, but like a basket. That's okay. I'm just now realizing this because I feel like there's like a fairy tale aspect.
Yeah. I like a flower girl at a wedding.
With my basket.
Yeah. A little Red Riding Hood.
Absolutely. Look, I'm super cute. I'm super sweet in the grocery store. Even if you catch me barging out of the bathroom.
Skipping.
Yeah. But no, I will put the basket. Usually there's a drinking fountain. I'll put it under the drinking fountain. And if somebody takes it, there ain't nothing in it. I haven't done any shopping. I don't have to go refill it. So it's like fine.
Right.
Wait, how are y'all? Are you taking they say there's a sign that says do not take unpurchased merchandise into the bathroom. Are y'all still doing that? Breaking the sign rule?
What I'm thinking, like, then you have to purchase the merchandise and then what? You put your grocery store bag on the hook in the bathroom and let the toilet water just think about that. I mean, with the COVID sneeze, that was great. The toilet water, the mist that comes up when you flush is so disturbing to me. Think of all the other people's stuff that's in the mist of the flush.
Mm-hmm. I've thought a lot about it, and then to the point that I try really hard not to think about it. But yes, you're right.
Should not purchase things before they go in there. It should be like, this is your first stop before you go in. And I think IKEA is the worst. IKEA bathrooms are disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to the grocery store, I buy the whole fish and I hang it on the hook, just unwrapped. I just have the fish hanging on the sweater hook in the stall, and I flush the toilet as many times as possible just to air it out a little. But no, that's my strategy for bathrooming at the grocery store. Adam, what about you? How often? What's your strategy?
If I see someone, I say, I'm going to use the bathroom, I'll buy something along those lines. Mm-hmm. But usually I just walk in, and then I'll buy, and then I'll go get the basket. But I don't do anything like that.
I always take my pants off before I go in.
That way they know what you're doing.
You know, they're like, she's dropped trow. Wow.
So, I guess I've looked into some of the policies with what OSHA says is required of bathrooms in workplaces and in grocery stores in general. And I don't know if you've seen a lot of this.
OSHA, the goddess of bathrooms?
It's like I forget what it stands for, but it's like the Operational Safety and Health Administration for the federal government.
Sounds so sexy and oceanic. We sought wisdom from OSHA.
We left a few berries in her bowl, and she manifested as a smoky image of OSHA. And she said that employers must maintain restrooms in a sanitary condition. They have to have hot and cold running water, and anywhere that has employees must have a bathroom accessible to employees.
Employees,
yes.
And in California, any place that is greater than 20,000 square feet and has a place to consume food has to have a bathroom for customers.
That's for if you're eating there.
Yes.
And I assume that and we're talking a little Whole Foodsy stuff.
Yeah.
Where they got the salad bar or whatever, or they have the cafe with a coffee shop. That means that they must have a place that you can use the bathroom.
Right.
What if they were employees must wash hands on camera.
Oh gosh, they're doing that. Yeah, AI. Bezos is trying to figure that out.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
I remember an episode of Oprah where she was like, let's see how long most people wash their hands. And they had a hidden camera in a bathroom, and some people just like dunked their hand underwater. Some people didn't even watch.
That was another COVID thing where there was a lot of stuff teaching you how long you should like sing a song, and when you get to the end of it, then you're done. Something like that.
I start washing my hands and I say, it gotta be bad. You gotta be bold.
Desiree. At least one Desiree.
I did see this store from June of 2025 where somebody did a hidden camera in a grocery store bathroom to like be a peepster, not to keep a track of the employees and hand washing, but to like, watch ladies and gentlemen, do their business. And I like, again, I don't think that you should do that, period. But if you are going to like try and spy on somebody for your kicks, like the grocery store bathroom seems like the grossest, nastiest place maybe to do it. Yeah.
No, is it in the toilet, or is the camera? Where's the camera?
It says underneath the sink in the men's room.
Underneath the sink.
Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, that doesn't seem like where I would expect. But
because you guys have to take your show your butt, right? Oh my God, that is so crazy. Do they have a urinal in the grocery store bathroom?
Yes, but we don't show our butts. But yes.
You don't pull your pants all the way down to pee.
No.
I mean, if before a date, we'll inspect each other's butt and make sure, is everything looking toned and tight? But
just to be a supportive bro.
You don't take your pants. Okay.
No. Little kids do, but like, yeah.
So people just, sorry,
it's fine.
Not to be too invasive, and if you don't feel comfortable answering, please don't. And if anyone else calls and it's more serious than this, please take their call before mine. Asking a better question. So people see your underwear then?
No, they see the back of your pants.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You could just unzip the front at a urinal and usually just get all the equipment out and do the pee, and then keep it. It's like when you see somebody peeing on the side of Old Woman Springs Road. They're not, they're just
turn towards a bush.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I've seen the butt before? Okay, I thought you did.
Little kids do that for sure because they don't know, they don't have the motor skills.
And I think there's a point in every young man's life, at least this happened to me, where I was peeing with my pants all the way down on the floor, and some older kid said, "Why are you doing that?" And it instructed me to not do it that way.
So I have like toddler age knowledge. Yeah, I think maybe I did know that. Yeah, on the side of the road or something. But I thought maybe it's just in that circumstance they would do it.
I was looking at some of the regulations, and like there's not one and done federal regulations for like having public bathrooms. It's very much state by state, county by county, municipality by municipality. I know that there is I found a Restroom Access Act of 2023 that was proposed in Congress, saying that it hasn't been passed. I think California has something similar on the books where if you have like certain medical conditions, the store is required to let you use an employees only bathroom.
Right. Yeah, it's called somebody's law, some name.
Yeah, I definitely have the federal version of it called the Restroom Access Act of 2023 proposed, but hasn't moved forward. I forget what the California one is called, but I saw something that like they actually, there's a, I don't know if it's a nonprofit or just an activism group, but they will actually print you like a laminated card that has that message on it and says, this is the California state law. These are the diseases that are like covered by it. I forget off the top of my head what they all are.
Crohn's disease.
Crohn's, or if you have like a colostomy bag, then you show that to the employee. Then they're like, okay, even though it's employees only, we will let you use. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
Wow, that's so personal. That's so intimate.
Yeah, I know. That would be yeah. But I mean, that's good.
I think it's worthwhile for sure. And then, you know, the did you have more like regulation stuff that you wanted to hit, Adam?
No.
Well, there's also like there's that element that we were talking about where like the Safeways, the Vonses, the Krogers have this component where like they do the bathroom is employees only and it's not front and center. Like we got some grocery store chains locally, like Stater Brothers is a big one for us around here. It's a Southern California chain. They just aren't in LA for whatever reason.
And Brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
And they have their bathrooms like pretty front and center. Like they're usually at the front of the store and they're very accessible. Like you don't have to walk all the way back through the store. And a lot of the
cashiers are just sitting on the toilet.
Look,
they really try to normalize it. Like everyone goes. I'm going right now.
Yeah. Let me wipe and then I'll hand you your change.
Is anyone listening to this podcast, by the way, going like, is anyone, do you think, going, I put into the search of Apple Podcasts.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that.
Grocery store bathrooms.
So it's funny you mentioned that. I was going to get to this later.
They're serious about it.
Kind of. I mean, we're serious, kind of. You know,
I don't want to joke around too much because I
no.
do the regulations.
You are a comedian. No, joke around. But it's funny because I went on YouTube and I searched grocery store bathrooms, which I never would have normally done.
So you say, sure. Yes.
And there are so many videos of bathroom reviews, and they all get way more views than our podcast does. Where a guy will go in, he'll flush, he'll give it like a rating score about how cleanliness, about like whether the soap works, like the hand dryer and the strength of the hand dryer. So people are watching this. So I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm glad. And hello, everybody.
Set to be our biggest episode ever. I do have.
I just imagine them fast forwarding.
I have I love this kind of story. Like they're reliable for information purposes, but like the era of SEO requires that like a lot of companies just have informative articles about a lot of things. So this is from a commercial supply operation that has like, here's what grocery stores need to have for commercial bathrooms. And like,
wait, they make bathrooms.
Well, they make bathrooms, but this is not like trying to sell you on this. It's like, it's kind of a pre-slop where it's like all actual information. Like I've had this job where I worked for a law firm and they're like, okay, I have to write 3 articles about like laws today, just so that we have constant content going up on our website.
Google.
I wouldn't say that this is like a certifiable source, but I do find these to be generally pretty reliable. So this comes to us from one of those. But they were just talking about typical requirements for grocery stores' bathrooms. You need to have clear signage and easy access from public areas, hand washing stations with soap, warm water, and hygienic drying options. Restrooms must be kept clean, stocked, and functional through business hours. Any lapse in upkeep can result in health code violations. We've all been in the health code violation bathroom, right?
Yes.
Do they say towel or dryer or no?
I don't know if it's like legally required to have one or the other. There's a lot of bad stuff that can happen in a bathroom as well. Like it's not just for useful things. We all should have access to, peeing and pooping when we need to do such things, just like our dogs. We can't do it on the street, can't do it in the yard, can't do it on, at the dog park.
Speak for
But I know some people who have gotten up to some nefarious things in a grocery store.
Your drug use, is that what you're talking
I would
about?
say drug use
Okay.
and like
Okay.
not just shooting up, but like if you're partying and you're like, I need to do some party drugs. You hit the grocery store bathroom and you can do some party drugs. And I know also people are probably shooting up a lot. I'm sure you've seen some of that, Adam, in your time.
Yeah.
But for fun or for less fun, it's definitely like a little bit of a zone for drugs.
Yeah. You
people
have a
Barnes and Noble bathroom.
yeah, a little, yeah.
And then they're like, now I'm going to read William S. Burroughs. And
Specifically grocery store bathrooms. We definitely know some people who have like been partying at a grocery store bathroom. Like a great place to maybe sneak off and do a line, do a bump, or even hook up with somebody. I can't say I know anybody that's ever hooked up in a grocery store bathroom, but bar bathrooms, people are hooking up at them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Wow. That's true.
And with the proliferation of bars in grocery stores, I imagine that it will be more common for people to like, I've had 4 glasses of wine and this stranger sitting next to me waiting for somebody to get her bananas for is looking pretty good. Maybe we hit the bathroom together and see what's going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you're giving people ideas here. That's good.
We do try to innovate around. I was going to ask, Adam, did you have more on grocery store bathrooms?
Not really.
Well, I've got a question about
Yes.
Do you guys prefer the foam soap or the pink liquid?
That's I'm struggling with that. Sometimes the foam soap, it feels better and it feels cleaner because that pink liquid's feels like elementary school kind of, but sometimes it doesn't feel like you're getting very much. It's all air, you know. So I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I like it when they have the bar that has like full of like dirty cracks that are like, an inch deep into them next to like a dish rag.
Okay.
No, I like the clear stuff. That like, I guess is that the foam where it like comes out kind of clear, like it almost looks like hand sanitizer. Yeah. What about you, Lizzy?
Yeah, I think the foam tastes a lot better. I'm a foam. I'm foam all the way. There's something about the combo of the pink soap washed up with the paper towel that that is very much elementary school fountain or like I'm
just pooled on the counter. For sure.
Yeah, okay. That's what that is. It's taking me back.
I guess this is the right time to ask, and we'll start with you, Lizzy, as our guest. What's the best grocery store bathroom that you could recommend to all of our listeners?
Oh my God. Did you start the clock? Can I phone a friend?
What bathroom are you in right now?
FaceTime a friend from my toilet.
I'm happy to start.
Yeah.
The Gelson's in Rancho Mirage, like that is, if I can time it right, and that's not a grocery store that I can get to that often, but if I'm out on the road, love to hit that bathroom. Fantastic bathroom. I did one time, there was an Aldi in Beaumont, so that's a city between Los Angeles and Joshua Tree, and one time I popped in there, like I was on the drive home, I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom, and I like went in there and I was like, hey, it's pretty nice in here, and then I was in there for a while, and then everybody kind of like watched me come out of it at the grocery, like they were all like, that guy's been in that bathroom for a while. So I liked that bathroom a lot. I did not care for the experience.
Okay. I've got my answer, unless Adam, you want to go first.
No, you go.
You know what? I'm going to go with vanity here. I'm saying the Eagle Rock Trader Joe's because they've got a flattering mirror.
There you go.
Yesterday was my cheat day, and I'm still looking pretty good here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is that where you're doing selfies, taking dating profile pics?
Oh, yeah.
In the bathroom?
100%. Always. Without question.
That could be your thing on the dating app. You could say, if you can guess what bathroom my profile picture's from, I'll buy dinner. Adam, with the person that you're the person amongst the three of us with the most expertise in bathrooms, I would say.
Yeah. But I the only one that I can think of right now is the Ralph's in Marina Del Rey, where it's like there's a bougie strip mall, and everywhere else you have to spend a whole bunch of money, and then this is a nice, and you actually go upstairs for some reason, and there's like a manager's office that you pass, but it's a fine bathroom. So I've used that.
I've used that one before. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Perhaps we've sat on the same seat. Yeah. We are two butts passing in the night. We're just butts passing in the night.
When you walk out, and do you see like the manager, like, and he just give you a big thumbs up, and he kind of winks at you? Everything go smoothly in there?
Yeah. Or at Trader Joe's, they're like, "What are your plans right now?"
Have you tried that before? Yeah. I've heard it's really good, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah. Have you tried our toilet paper?
You know, so when I think of the Trader Joe's bathrooms, and I know that a lot of the grocery store bathrooms are like this, but Trader Joe's in particular, they do keep them nice. You do kind of have to go back into the employee area, and it is a bathroom that you are sharing with employees. And then, at least the Trader Joe's as I've been to recently, you use the bathroom and you come out and there's like people unloading groceries and stuff like that. And I always feel bad, like I want to say thank you for letting me use your bathroom, but you know they know what you were doing in there, and they're like, "Hey, this is my work bathroom. Can't you go home or whatever?" You know, like that's just the vibe I get from them. I'm probably projecting.
That's why you should say, "I was doing a bunch of drugs. Don't worry."
I also love at Trader Joe's how it's really close to the wine, usually, so you can just spin around in the a Chardonnay label or something.
Do we have a worst grocery store bathroom?
Oh, I had a horrible Target experience that I don't even know if I should bring to life right now. With
might as well.
This was Glass Hill Park. Target, splattered D, leading all the way from the hallway into the bathroom, and I ended up not being able to use it. And I was like, this. I thought maybe someone had. There was some kind of there was definitely someone had trouble. That was my worst one, and it was not cleaned efficiently.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it makes its way out of the bathroom, then that's typically a problem.
Yeah, that's an important threshold. Yeah,
and I'll second that. I think Target, like for a place that kind of classifies itself as maybe a cut above other places, it's usually pretty rank bathrooms. I've used the Cathedral City Target bathroom a few times in my jaunts down the hill, and it always is like a little grimier than you think it should be.
Whenever they smell salty, you want like something that reminds you of the sea.
Yeah, that's where sailors are coming in. Yeah. I haven't had a real toilet in 3 months since I got here from Cape Horn, and now I'm going to blow up the Target bathroom.
Sir, you've got a lobster net stuck to your ship.
That might just be me with my like whole brand Zeno hanging from the rack. I do always bring them into the grocery store bathrooms as well. I assume that's what the hook is there for in the stalls. Adam, do we have anything else you wanted to hit?
No, I think I'm good.
Lizzy, do we have any final thoughts on grocery store bathrooms?
Stay hydrated. Keep your lunges tight. And your hands sanitized. Keep your lunges low and your hands sanitized.
Adam, any final thoughts?
No, just that I think grocery store bathrooms are among the better out of what, McDonald's, Starbucks, whatever else you're going to use. I think grocery store is a pretty good way to go. So, yeah.
I'm just having this final little realization. It would be wild one day, and I don't buy my toilet paper at a grocery store because I'm too embarrassed to do that. But if somebody wanted to go and buy like the high-end toilet paper and then bring it to the grocery store bathroom, like I bought my 12-pack, I'm going to pull one out, go into the bathroom, and just treat myself while I'm here at Ralph's to the good toilet paper. That could be a fun thing to do maybe for somebody's birthday or something like that.
I did find, when I was doing the research, I did find a PR newsletter from a bidet company that was claiming that they were installing bidets in supermarket bathrooms across the nation, which I'm quite skeptical about, but that's what they were claiming.
You guys, we need to make the Trader Joe's Fearless Flyer.
Oh.
This in the news. We say phrases tonight.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We should.
Yeah. Get some Trader Joe's press out of this.
Do you have any connects over there? Do you know the newsroom at the Flyer?
I'll just wear a V-neck. They are so chatty there, though.
Well, Lizzy, thank you so much for joining us. If people want more of you, where can they find you?
You guys, go to LizzyCooperman.com. Follow Lizzy Cooperman on Instagram. Get into the Lizzy Cooperman swing of things. I have shows coming up. I don't know when this is coming up, but I've got some show dates up, and on my
probably the 4th week of March. But yeah.
Okay, well then, my life is a desolate landscape. I've got nothing to live for, but go to LizzyCooperman.com.
Yeah, but everyone should see you perform because your performance is amazing and one of my favorite people to see. So everyone should.
Joshua Tree. I want to come out there and perform.
Please do.
Yeah, definitely let us know when you come out here.
Okay.
In terms of performance, we had another previous comedian. We had another. Anyway, there were people who were also asking, but there's no great comedy.
Yeah, there's the comedy scene is figuring itself out here, but it's perfect for some like hotshot LA up and comer to come in and just dominate the scene out here if that's something you're interested in doing.
Even rattlesnakes need to laugh.
That's the title of the show. Yeah.
Well, Lizzy, thank you so much for joining us on Clean Up on Aisle podcast. It's been so much fun talking bathrooms with you.
So fun. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see this episode on grocery store swirls.
And we will let you go. Shout out to your dog's rectum.
Yes.
And this has been Clean Up on Aisle podcast. I'm Jef Harmatz, joined as always with Adam Fligsten. So long.